Hi everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to this Facebook Live where we're going to talk to you about the Kilted Culture Conference for 2022. My name's Claire Wilson and my co-host is Christine Woodcock. Christine, how are things in Canada today?
Good. It's quite mild actually here. We were supposed to get freezing rain and that didn't happen, so that's a good thing.
I got a photograph from a guy to do with Air Force research, and he showed me a picture of his bridge leading up to his house, and it was about several feet of snow, I would say. I'm not sure where in Canada he is.
I know. You know what? The West Coast is getting hammered and they normally don't.
Yeah.
But better them than us.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just going to quickly share my screen. So this is what we're talking about today, the Kilted Culture Conference, which embraces Scotland's Year of Stories in 2022. It's a quarterly event that we have organised, and you can book it through Christine's website, www.genealogyvic.com. We're going to do a walkthrough on it as well. I'll flash this back up at the end, so don't worry if you miss it, and we'll also post details into the comments box as we go along.
I need you to allow me to share, please.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh dear, it doesn't look like it's. All right, let's go on this one then and see what we get. So here is, there, can you see that, Claire?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the website. It's actually the homepage when you get to the website. So Genealogy Vic standing for virtual conference. And you can register for the whole thing here, or you can actually scroll down and you can see when the events are and who the speakers and topics are. And then each one of these is hyperlinked. So for the March one on March the 19th, you can go in and you can see who the speakers are. So we have Dr. Marjorie Harper. Her specialty is in immigration from Scotland. And she is going to talk to us about Highland immigration to Canada. And she actually will share some of the personal stories you'll get to hear in their own voice, the stories of people who left left Scotland for not just Canada, but also for Australia.
Yeah, I think that'll be fascinating to listen to, actually.
It's very evocative. I've heard it before.
Yeah.
And then we have Dr. Kier Strick, and he is currently in Australia. So his won't be live. It'll be pre-recorded, so he's not up in the middle of the night. But Kier did an excavation in, I believe it was in the Strathnaver area, and he did archaeology. And so he's discovered some information about the clearances, and he's going to share that. Then we have Jessica Evershed from National Records of Scotland, who is going to walk us through the Highland and Islands Immigration Database, which is freely available on the Scotland's People website, and she'll talk to us about some other stuff as well. And then I'm going to talk to you about the Highland Scots that came into Atlantic Canada, because there were almost, there's about 150,000, I think, that came in the early 1800s.
Yeah.
So if we go back then to
I think it's worth mentioning as well that the 4 topics that we have over each of the 4 events run parallel with what we have going on in Kilted Ancestors as well.
Yes.
So if you're actually watching this on YouTube, get along to the Kilted Ancestors site on our Facebook group and join in with the conversation there as well, and some of the free presentations that are happening.
So we have, as we talked about, I think it was last week, a number of free events happening there, and those themes coincide with the conferences as well. Then in June, we have Crime and Punishment. And our speakers are, Chris Payton is going to talk about his 3 times great-grandmother who was murdered, the Mount Stewart murder. And it's the longest unsolved mystery in Scotland, crime in Scotland. Robert Howie from Historic Edinburgh Tours is going to tell us the story of Jekyll and Hyde, the true story of Jekyll and Hyde. Donna Moore from the Glasgow Women's Library has written a trilogy. She's written 3 novellas on crime and fiction with about women, and she is going to share the process around that. And then we have Roddy Grieg from Fife Family History Society, and the Fife Family History Society has the calendar of convicts with 28,000 entries. And so he is going to help us learn how to research that.
I was actually looking at that the other day,
Were ya?
and how you can actually buy it. So I thought it'll be interesting to hear his
Just
talk, and perhaps buy the database as well.
yeah. And then we have in September, we have industry and occupations. So Justin Parks from Summerley is going to talk about the Scottish steelworks and coal-fired ironworks industry in Scotland. Stephen Clancy is from Paisley, and he's going to talk about the Paisley weavers. Dr. Irene O'Brien, of course, most people will know her from the Glasgow City Archives, and she's going to talk about various occupations. So her title is My Ancestor Was, and then she'll go through a number of different occupations and the records associated with them. And then we have Neil Fraser from Historic Environment Scotland, who will talk about Scotland's industrial collection and how we can access that. And then our final one is uniquely Scottish. This one's been under a number of names. We finally
that's it. We planned it one way, and it
went sideways.
It kind of took its own direction, actually, didn't it?
It did, yeah. So we have Dr. Nick Fittis, I think it is, who is going to, he's from DC Dalgleish, and he is going to talk about tartan. He calls tartan Scotland's gift to the world. Paula Duncan is a heritage craft kilt maker, and she is going to show us tell us a little bit about what she does as a master kilt maker and making kilts. And she runs workshops that you can go, I think it's over a week, I think it's over 5 days, and learn how to make your own kilt. Carol Jackson from Ellis Gin is going to talk to us about Scotland's newest favorite drink. It's kind of pushed whiskey out of the way, and she's going to tell us about gin. And then we have Chef Gary McLean, who is going to talk to us about Scotland's larder and some of the favorite Scottish dishes. So we are so excited. Yeah. And you can register just by clicking the link, and you can there's a number of different ways you can do it. You can do individually, you can do 2 or 3 at a time, or you can do all 4. And if you do all 4, you'll be signed up for a free event in October where we will help you put your family story together, and be a number of speakers for that as well. I just stopped sharing. There you go.
Super excited.
I know.
And you know, I think as well, it's really exciting because we haven't actually, this is just the launch day today, and we've already got some bookings.
We do. We have about 7, I think.
Yeah.
Bookings, so that's exciting as well. And we have a variety. We have people who have signed up for all 4. We have a couple of people who have just a couple of people who have just signed up for 1 at a time, which is fine. I mean, they can come to the first one, see if they like it, and then go from there. So
yeah, so yeah, really exciting. And as I say, the topics run parallel with what we have going on in Kilted Ancestors as well. So yeah, that's it. Get in, get booking. I will put the link to book this onto the YouTube or the Facebook Live video. If you have any queries, feel free to contact myself or Christine, and we'd be happy to help you. And yeah, onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. We're both in the Kilted Ancestors Facebook group, so if you have any questions, feel free to post them in there, and we will be more than happy to answer those for you. And if you're not in, get in.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, I mean, if you're in the Kilted Ancestors group or the YouTube, watching this on YouTube, tell us what you're excited about, what talk you're excited about, and what stories you have that interest you about Scotland. It is, after all, year of stories, and we're all wanting to embrace it during the next year. So yeah,
so excited about it.
Yeah,
I don't think I've been as excited about any of the themed years as I am about this one.
Yeah, I liked Homecoming.
I did too.
Yeah,
but again, then you had to get there, right? And not everybody could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I worked for a clan association for 11 years, so I was actually played a big part in that. We had a clan 10 and our own clan gathering round about that as well. So nice. It was super exciting. Yeah. But yeah, this is probably better, I would say, because you can pull all the stories from your own family into it.
Well, and you can take part no matter where you are.
Yeah, right? That's it. So that's it. So I'll just quickly share that slide again with the website details. So it's Kilted Culture. You can check out the Year of Stories 2022 hashtag on social media. Also check out Kilted Culture with a K hashtag, and the website is www.genealogyvic.com. And we look forward to seeing you. Yeah.
That's great.
Super. Right. Well, have a good day, everyone, and we'll look forward to speaking to you all again soon.
Bye.
Bye.